Alright, we are here on wave 25. And it seems like an easy wave, easy enough. We kind of found our final build, I think. It's not perfect. You cannot really make the perfect build happen, because our range of weapons don't align too good with it. One consideration definitely is to drop our Riptor, which gives us 3 fighter at the moment, and to bring in the Slash in, which would activate Vanguard. But we don't really need backline tankiness. We could, though. The tankier we are, the better, because we're playing around Wildfire, Blaze Knight, Templar. So long fights are very beneficial for us. We're stacking up physical resistances. We're stacking out damage on Wildfire. So Riptor for slashing could be a good idea. The other thing would be Riptor for Vermilia. I don't think we play another weapon. I think this one works out pretty well. It's just doing a lot of damage. He's very tanky, so yeah, might as well buff that even more with Vanguard, to be honest. That would give us another rogue, which would then mean we would have 3 rogues, so that is a little bit awkward again. Basically, the decision is between fighter and Vanguard. Which one will give us more? Vanguard, we get crit chance for our ranger, that's good. It gets a shield, and it taunts enemies. So it keeps our backline safe, but our backline doesn't really need protection. Our Chukundi right here is a big damage dealer and could use some protection, so... Also with the Parasitic Link on the Slash, that could be good. But until we have the Ascension tokens for that, we're just gonna keep going like this. Upgrade TB Ruku to be Shock. Now we have Shock online with our Rayleigh. But yeah, I don't know how important really Fighter is. How much does it give us? It gives us 6% attack speed for non-fighter units, 12% for the fighter units. So it's not that big of a deal. I feel like Revenant or Vanguard could be better instead of it. Could definitely be better. Also having another rogue could be nice. We have 3 good rogues. We can assassinate the backline pretty well already. Biggest threat here in the enemy team is the Blaze Knight. So let's jump that bad boy. Our Blaze Knight is gonna stun over there. That's good. Our rogues have just 3 backline entry. That's also good. Hopefully Titaner can survive. We can actually give him a little bit support over here. Kind of like that. And then we should be golden. There is 1-2 rogues coming in for the Blaze Knight, but that's why we gave some defensive augments to our Blaze Knight. He can usually tank 1-2 rogues. We can also sacrifice our Riptor to give him a little bit more time to stack up resistances, because he is that Templar. Every 3rd auto attack he gets more and more physical resistance, and everybody else in a large area as well. So with Templar it would be good to actually have our units stacked up, because right now our 2 Templars here give all that resistance from Templar just over here. They don't give it to our Colossus. But our Colossus should be able to sustain this anyway. They have really good augments on them as well. We're gonna see it. Salute, salute. Let's see it. After the wave 39 yesterday, I need my redemption. I need my wave 40 today. I'm in dire need of some comeback. And it seems like we're gonna be moving on to wave number 26. Not bad, not bad. See if we can get there today. I believe. We have a pretty solid team. I think we're gonna keep it that way. Somebody suggested 5 fighters. I think maybe they have been trolling, because I don't see a Doker workout in the late game. And 5 fighters usually really falls off hard in the late game as well, so... Yeah, I don't think we're gonna try that. Usually you want to have your Blaze Knight on the same side as your rogues, because the rogues already take care of the backline here, so the Blaze Knight cast goes to the first units over there and takes care of that backline. That's kind of what the idea is. There's 1-2 rogues coming in. 4, so maybe just need the Riptor again to defend us a little bit here. But other than that, we're gonna jump to Ophisto. Our fighters should come in somewhere over here. Actually, let's let the Titaner cast into here if Phosphorus gives us any trouble. Gnarl goes here, and then our fighters are just gonna take care of that flood in the front line, which is honestly not the best positioning. Titaner a little bit over, so Furiox actually targets him and not our Phosphorus. Now Titaner should be closer, and now we should be good to go. We're maxed out on mastery points. We're just waiting for ascension tokens. Our ranger has the 100 cost weapon, 100 cost armor. And that's it. That's all. We need 4 more waves until we even can consider leveling up the Slappin'. And usually around 30 you will have all your ascension tokens to have 8 upgraded units on the board. Today we cannot upgrade our Forus, which is kind of sad. This takes us back a little bit. We only can stay with the Forus. We cannot go to the Phosphorus. But he will stay in nevertheless. He's such a strong unit. We could consider swapping him out because he's one of the only ones that doesn't give us anything except nature once we drop fighter. We could actually drop fighter, both fighters, Forus and Eurypter, to bring in Vermilia plus Slappin'. That could be a valuable consideration. For now, we're just gonna upgrade the Ripterus, stay as we are. Positioning wise, nothing really to assassinate here. So we should move over to the other side, even though it's a pain in the ass. But we're gonna do it. There's a bunch of rogues coming in. Here's the Ramfire, so probably not gonna move to this side. Probably just put something like a Titanor here in the backline. And just be happy with that. Because those 3 guys are not gonna take us down. We have a Titanor to chew through on this side. There's also a bunch of rogues coming in on this side. So this looks like a little bit of a tough wave for sure. We have to take care to do everything right. We can still put our fighters here because they have a free access onto the Floralings and then onto the Scoriox. So that is pretty good. We can sacrifice our Ripterus for that if we want to. Then our 3 rogues can just jump in here, go after onto the Titanor. We meet at the Titanor around here with our rogues and our fighters. Gotta make sure that the fighters go to the Scoriox after the Floralings, so maybe like here. And then our Blaze Knight, maybe just in the front line here. Should be a good call. He can even tank the Titanor, to be honest. That could be a really good play here. Yeah, I think we're gonna... let's maybe not let him tank it. Because he already has to tank the Monarch. Monarch is gonna fly up here, so that could be trouble. But yeah, you cannot prepare for anything. I think that should be alright. I don't think we should have major problems here. It's definitely a tough way. As soon as you see a Ramfire plus a Monarch plus a Titanor, you know you're gonna have a tough way. But they don't. They're missing the Seer for Magma. They're missing other Colossus units. So it's not that bad. We also have 4 fire, not 5. 4 Empaths, 4 Rogues, 2 Revenants, and done. I think we should be good. Gonna be a tough one though. We cannot make a big mistake, and I think we figured it out. I appreciate the commentary talking through your positioning because I have a lot to learn still. Yeah, we're getting there. We're gonna get there together. That's my big goal, to not... Obviously today I want to show you wave 40, but my big goal is to teach everybody in the Illumination community how to reach wave 40 on their own. I want to teach you how to game, not how to copy paste. I want to give you the skill to fish, and not give you a fish. And we're gonna see if it works out here. Definitely a bit scary this wave. It's just like very hit or miss, right? If we, for example, if Titanor dies here, Rhymefire walks up. Also, our Rayleigh going down here was kind of a mispositioning, misplay. He might be able, hyperactive, to burst through the Rhymefire. That was pretty close. Rayleigh's going down right here. Rayleigh could be a considerable target for the Parasitic Link, to be honest. Because he's one of our core units with Shock and Templar. So instead of having it on the Jukundi, which has his ability anyway, where he dodges aggro and loses all aggro on him. Let's actually redo this augment right here, real quick. We definitely... Now we upgraded 2 times, so now you gotta be careful. The game could start at any moment now. Now we're in a very unstable state, but yeah, you get this, and you get that. I think other than that, our augments are pretty good. Okay, let's see. We have a free Phosphorus kill on this side. We don't want to focus the Gnarl on that side. To consider now is, can we put our Phosphorus in there and be able to burst him down faster, or will he just kill us then faster? So maybe our Rayleigh is a bit tankier. Also the Blaze Knight here, so we are stacking up resistances as the Templars. Then the Phosphorus. Then the Riptorus on the outside, our least valuable target. Titan over here, casting his Omega down there. Also catching, hopefully, the Omega from the enemy Blaze Knight. Our Blaze Knight stunning the Adorius is not bad. Now let's think about who we want to assassinate with our 3 rogues here. It's either the Blaze Knight or the Scoriox. I think we're just going to ignore the Adorius. There's a bunch of rogues coming in as well. Because it's scary, if we jump the Adorius, they might just then get stuck on the Gnarl and the Seer. So we want to have them maybe here in the middle, where it's kind of guaranteed that they're going to kill Scoriox and Blaze Knight before they're going to move on to the front line. That's what we're going to do. Our tanky Ranger maybe here on the outside. Attacked out TV Roku in the middle. Rogue coming in on the Blaze Knight. Rogue coming in. Yeah, there's like 3 rogues coming in, so we could play it here, but then our front line here is in. Our fighters will have to tank a lot here, especially taking down the Phosphorus. Because maybe the Riptorus actually goes on the Rayleigh, and then it's Phosphorus plus Rayleigh versus Phosphorus. This could be a tough matchup here. But we have to catch those rogues, because Umber plus Vermilia is too much for the Blaze Knight to handle. Actually, if we put Gnarl here, the Umber plus the Tiro are gonna go to the Gnarl, and Blaze Knight can tank just the Vermilion. Blaze Knight is also gonna get the damage from the Forest cast here, that's something to consider. So since Riptorus might not even reach the Forest, we could put Riptorus down here, put the Gnarl a bit closer, and that should do it. I think that's how we're gonna play it. Something to consider would also be having the Gnarl here, but we want to get rid of the Phosphorus as fast as possible. So I hope those 3 guys here can just take him down. See it. Alright, Riptorus is just gonna get sacrificed down here. Our Rayleigh was not able to sustain versus the Phosphorus. My Forest is able to take him down finally, and now we need to stay alive, guys. Now we need to stay alive. Blaze Knight is dying. My Ranger is already... No, my Ranger is still good here, killing the Umber. Ranger is really our last hope. Adorius gets a heal through, that's bad. But this 2-on-1, we should be able to win it. Ooh, that was lucky. Alright, we did a little bit of a miscalculation versus the Phosphorus here, but other than that, we did pretty well. Other than that, it was well. Our range is just hardcore carrying us, like he usually does with a 100 cost weapon and a 100 cost armor. So what we're gonna do now is either jump the 2 Mystics or jump their damage, and usually you want to get rid of the damage, right? The Blaze Knight over here, which is kind of weird because here's the Ramfire, so maybe we cannot do that. Ramfire usually I like to take with my Titanor. There is no other rogues coming in, so it might be a little bit of an overinvestment to put the Titanor here. And maybe a Right Plans could do the same job. Now we're also ready to get a slash in instead of the Right Plans. Take away Fighter. And just give us... Yeah, I think it's the right call, right? To just buff up our Ranger as much as possible. With giving us the Vanguard here. And then, yeah, next consideration would be removing Forest. Forest was alive for... No, not so long, but... I don't know, he feels like not really needed. We would lose Nature for it. But we would gain Revenant for it. I don't know. Revenant is just give us some shields in the backline. I don't know if we really need this, though. It wouldn't give us air. It wouldn't give us empath. So I think we're going to stay with the Forest for now. Going to keep monitoring his damage and maybe swap him out later. Alright. So the choices are my fighters either onto the Ramfire, hope that he kills them, which is not that likely. My guys here are all going hyperactive, so that's really good. And I think we're just gonna keep them over here. Titanor just can even be here. Ramfire will just walk up here then. My Blaze Knights. The Blaze Knights are gonna stun each other. There's a Gyro coming in and a Monarch. I think we can tank them. I think we still need to jump them back here. least put a slash in. I think we have to fully commit to the left side. But now my fighters are stuck here on the Gnarl. They'll never get through. I hope we get them out of range of the Ramfire. "12 seconds left, alright, time to commit here. Should be alright. Think we should be alright. Ramfire is the scary part, but hopefully after we kill the Cardilux, we just kill the Ramfire. That's one of my considerations here. Blaze Knight dead, Furiox dead. So my rogues are doing good. Cardilux dead, refocus here. Maybe we can run away from it. Hey, look at that. My guys are gaming today. Alright, that's looking good. Let's see the slash and damage. Non-existent, alright. But our ranger is stronger now that we have Vanguard, so I guess it's worth it. My monk still doing good even without the attack speed buff. Can Blaze Knight tank both? I didn't now look at it, but it looked alright, right? Blaze Knight with those two augments looks pretty solid. Okay, gotta jump those invokers over here, plus the Adorius. Or Blaze Knight can come over here. Rogues only over here, so our Titanor can maybe tank them. Let's see who gets more. Ooh, we get very hyperactive over here. And very not hyperactive. Alright, make our null hyperactive over here. Might want to pull our fighters so they actually attack the phosphorus. Biggest threats are right here. We can do it maybe like that, you know? Kind of. They should meet right here. Our guys are gonna jump back here. That's good. I don't want to have the TV Ruku on the outside. More like this guy on the outside. Kind of like that. From the squishy, from the most valuable unit to the squishiest, to this guy is dropping aggro, to this guy who can tank a little bit. Blaze Knight should be safe. Kind of an awkward angle to stun in. Maybe if we have Blaze Knight here, that would be better. That makes his Blaze Knight stun my rogues though, as furthest units. So maybe Blaze Knight here is the best call. Gonna give everybody also tankiness over here, which is really good. Oh, Blaze Knight could maybe tank those two guys, just to give him also extra mana. Maybe just like this, tanking the Dorius. That should be alright. I hope we have enough time to go hyperactive on Gnarl. That will be good. We're gonna hopefully take down those invokers before they do too much damage. We can group up our rogues a little bit more. So with this position, he might attack the Mammoth, which we don't want to do. Also, the Mammoth is gonna throw away a unit. So if we put Slash in on the outside, I'm happier to have Slash in thrown away than our Jukondi. Then those two guys hopefully can kill the Phosphorus, even with pretty strong augments here. That should be it. That should be it. That should be it. Titaner should have a fun time over here with those four guys. Blaze Knight's done. Right, we wanted to go a bit back here, right? Blaze Knight should actually stand down here. We should have our Blaze Knight all the way down here. But then we don't distribute. Fuck it, let's have him here. It's alright. It's alright, our rogues, our fighters will be here. The Whirlwind will just go below them, because they're gonna fight here. Alright, fuck it, let's go. Let's go, let's see it. Let's see it if it works out as we thought it would. Titanor hopefully standing strong. Null has no problems. Our Rayleigh didn't go onto the Phosphorus. Enemy Blaze Knight is stunning us pretty big. Alright, Phosphorus is dead. Really good sign. Backline got a little bit annihilated, but our Ranger is hyperactive, still going strong. We need to kill this Axodon now. Thank you. We're just stacking up resistances, right? Our Blaze Knight has already 80. Our Null has 136. Those are our core units. We just need to kill stuff now. Mammoth throwing us away. Ranger hopefully able to finish him off. Yes, big stun from the Blaze Knight. Overtime coming in, we have more units. Umber gets out another cast. But we win it in the overtime. Holy moly. Woo! On to wave number 32, everybody. Here we go. And this is an easy one. I do almost want to click play, press play right away. Just smack that start button, as we like to say in the industry. But we're just gonna do a little side swap, and then we're gonna start. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the Illumination. I hope you brought snacks. If you did, please share them with everybody. Thank you very much. We don't want to get stuck on the Titan over this side, so we're probably gonna keep our fighters in the middle, trying to go for that foe. Kinda like that, I would assume. Then our Null is gonna be all alone over here. Very sad, very tired, but very hyperactive actually, not tired. Not tired at all, and that's it, that's all. I don't think we need anything more over here. Pretty easy wave, it seems like, just empaths. Their only real damage is the Jotun, plus the Titanor. The foe is gonna be dying here. Their backline is gonna be dying. And our Null will stay alive, hopefully. That's the biggest point, but he's already hyperactive. He has an easy time versus all those air units. Gets out another cast. Enemy Titanor is dead, and we got him. On to wave number 33, everybody. Slowly creeping up there. This is my second run of the day, so today we haven't been stuck on it for 5 hours. And today, really the magic ingredient for our run was after our first run, where I had a disconnect and everything, and I had a lot of bugs appearing, we basically got screwed over. And instead of keep pushing, I just went into the Ascendant Arena, played a game there, went into the overworld, played a few runs there, came back, and I feel refreshed, I feel ready to rumble. So yeah, it's really hard to step away from it, but survival, if you keep queuing into too many games after another, it feels like it gets worse and worse. Alright, we got a bunch of rogues, 4 rogues coming in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely the left side a little bit more scary with Malura and Umbra here as rogues. Might even want to bring a Colossus into the backline. Our rogues need to assassinate Blaze Knight on Scoriox, so we can position that already. Could actually try to have our Ranger on the outside for a change. Kinda like that. Actually, we have 2 Vanguards here, right? So my Ranger would taunt. We can have the Ranger here, you here. Maybe kind of like that could be a good setup. I like to have my Ranger damage though on the inside, casting outwards, because everything in a cone he's gonna hit with his ability here for us to land in the target's direction. So if we manage to... yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. I do want to protect my Chukundi more though, so let's put the Slash-in on the outside. Also, Lifesteal could be good, pretty good on the Slash-in. Let's check the damage last round. The Forest, okay, we're not gonna swap you out. I'm sorry for suggesting that. Maybe just Titanor back here. Protecting the Blaze Knight. Blaze Knight over here would even be better, stunning everybody here. I don't think it matters that much. And then our Foyers. Where do our Foyers go? Since we assassinate the Scoriax, we could also put our Foyers in here. And hope they don't get burned. burnt down before we kill them. Because now my Gnarl is gonna take all those 5-6 units here, which should be enough. Phase a little bit back. Get some space here. Move, guys, move! You're too big. Give that bird some space. Both of those birds. Yep. 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 That's it. That's the play. Let's get it. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Alright, free kill over here. Don't want to get stuck on the Gnarl. Same thing, just on the other side, basically. Too many rogues coming in for just my Blaze Knight to tank it, so probably the Titanor has to go into the backline again. Maybe this time, actually. Oh no. We're going hyperactive with both of them. Wait, there? Yeah, whatever. Now just going hyperactive in the front line, so that's really good. And then our guys are gonna jump in here, because we killed the Duelef anyway, and then we killed those guys. The Ophisto is still scary. You might actually want to jump the Ophisto. How scary is that Flish? How many signs do we have? Because here we're gonna... Yeah, and then those two guys are gonna turn around onto my guys. Let's actually jump more in the middle. You on the outside. Kinda like that, should be alright. Never really know where they're gonna end up. I think maybe one of them is gonna end up over here, 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 and here. But yeah, that should be alright. Can't do anything without mastery points anyway. Problem is really that our Titanor is gonna be back here, and if our Gnarl dies in the front line, then our Titanor is gonna be the last unit to die. He's just gonna be stuck here on the rogues. But those two rogues are arguably the biggest threat next to the Invokers, so maybe it's good he's stuck there. Then again, the Gnarl versus two Behemoths right there. That's gonna hurt him, eh? But maybe some of those Behemoths are actually gonna go to my rogues. And we have to have somebody in the backline. It can't be helped. That's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna try it. 34. Let's see it. Level 40 or die. We get it today, guys. I feel it. I'm feeling it. There's something in the air tonight. Huge Titanor cast. Let's check out the damage. Almost leading the chart. There we go. Jotun is dead. Blaze Knight, everybody hyperactive actually. So air and water is not having a good time versus our team. Our ranges should still be going strong, right? Yes, there she is. But Boros, again, our highest damage dealer. That bird is just insane. All it has is a few nature stacks. Doesn't have fighter, doesn't have bloom, doesn't have arcanite, nothing. This looks a bit easier with jumping Scoriox. That's good, I think. Just hit that start button. Let's not waste any more time. Get straight to wave 40. Don't do this at home, by the way. If you're on 35, which is the next checkpoint, you usually want to take your time and make sure you beat 35. Otherwise, you have to restart at wave 30. Scoriox still alive. He had that survival protocol. But in the end, he's falling. In the end, everything is falling to our ranger. Let's see how tanky our range is here versus those 3 rogues. They're getting stunned though. They're getting obliterated. Alright, on to wave number 36, everybody. Follow along if you will. If you want. We're here for it. Alright, easy kills on those 2 Scions. They're not the biggest threat though. The biggest threat is the Phosphorus, the Blaze Knight, maybe the Gazier. Redco, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's do it together. Okay, let's see the rogues. 1 rogue coming in here with no big augment, so that's not the biggest problem. We have to take care the Blaze Knight doesn't hit us. We kill the Phosphorus. That's kinda it. I think even our Blaze Knight could tank the TV Ruku right here. There is free shock though. So yeah, our rogues have to jump over here. Let's get them in there. Kinda like that. Then we need somebody in the front line, but our fighters go in first. Giving everybody a shield here as well. And then I think it's gonna be either the Gnarl or the Titanor. Let's see. This Titanor goes hyperactive, so we kind of keep him here. Which is kind of weird, just because of all these fire units and some natures. Yeah, I guess so. And then our Blaze Knight, enemy Blaze Knight, is gonna stun in here, which is kind of painful. We could even try to play it that way, right? That would be another option. Then all of those guys are taking him. He's gonna easily take Lulura, and then Blaze Knight is gonna cast down here, not into my units. And also we're gonna cast nicer into everybody. It makes sense in my mind. I hope I didn't forget anything, but let's get it. Does wave 40 quests reset every day? The team resets every day. The milestone doesn't reset every day. You can get that maybe once per season, maybe once per airdrop reward initiative, like once per 6 months. The team hasn't really confirmed yet if the rewards, the milestones are gonna be reset, if we get different ones instead. This still has to be figured out for Season 2. With Season 2, we're gonna get a full overhaul of all the rewards, all the airdrop system, I think. So yeah, all we are changing right now is for this wave 40 to give not 1,000,000 points, but less than that. Maybe 50k, maybe 100k, we don't know. The proposal I wrote up with my fellow council members said that Illuvium Labs, it's at their discretion to choose the points. Because they should know best, right? And usually with proposals you want to keep it kind of wide, kind of broad, and don't like impose fixed numbers onto the team. Alright, looks fair enough. There's 4 fighters over here, so we have to focus them. Also there's a Ramfire over here, which our Titanor is just gonna tank until the day has come. And yeah, looks like a fairly easy wave again for 37 right here. I don't think we have to do anything else than this. Yeah, should be alright. Let's see it. I'm pretty happy with our final team composition. And after we went to 39 yesterday, just losing to 40 with 1-2 auto hits left, very unlucky. I cannot wait for our redemption, hopefully right now, right here. We don't even need to make it. We still have 3 checkpoints, by the way. I didn't die a single time in this run. This is my 2nd run of the day. So we have enough tries, but I'm down to not make it exciting, not make it, you know, screw. I'm not gonna throw on content here to have a longer video. I'm happy to do it first try, to be honest. Ramfire coming in here. Phosphorus. Ooh, that's... We want to position away from the Ramfire, but we don't want to position into the Goliath. Our guys probably... that's a tough one. That is a tough one. They don't even have Rogue activated, so Ramfire is probably not gonna... He has 40% crit chance. So we have a 60% chance of easily surviving here. Thing is, if we keep the fighters here, the rogues here, we have an easier kill on the phosphorus. We do need to bring in the Titan or in the backline though if we want to do this. It's a bit crazy playing the side where the where the Ramfire is. Definitely a bit crazy. But our fighters are gonna move out over here, so they're not gonna get hit. Our Blaze Knight is a little bit in trouble, so we could actually bring our Blaze Knight to the front line. Just a little bit safer in general. Then we can bring our fighters a little bit back, so our Null will hopefully tank all of those guys. And hopefully this time both of my fighters are gonna attack the Phosphorus, and that's kind of the plan. Can they fit here? Just gotta make sure they fit. It's gonna be tight. I wanna be tight. Also, I want to give my Gnarl here the shield, so if we put the monkey over there, give him the shield. My Blaze Knight is going to attack by the Auto Rado, which is fine. That's it, that's all, I guess, guys. Good luck, have fun. Are you going to make a video about this? You are the video, believe it or not. Gnarl is going to takes a lot of damage. Huge stun by the Titan, or probably our top damage dealer. Yes, sir. Here comes a big Monarch Curse through all our guys. That's a bit bad. Ramfire Omega didn't kill my Blaze Knight, which is the most important part. It did kill my Monk, though. Here comes another huge Titan cast. Where's our Ranger? She's doing good. She's balling. Yeah, Ranger and Titan and Blaze Knight. Top dealers. Also, yeah, everybody's doing pretty well. This round, Foros didn't do too much damage, but that's alright. Also, our Monkey. I always call him Monkey, but he's a monk. He's a panda monk. He died in the Ramfire Omega. This one looks like a free win because our fighters just can have a free kill right here on the Ophisto, which then makes their team so much worse. Blaze Knight can come in here. There is just this row coming in here, so that could be alright to have my Titan or maybe keep it down here against all those rogues coming in. It's not even that hard. Null is going hyperactive again. Move everybody over here, and then we can already press go. Go on to wave number 40, everybody. I don't know how hard wave number 40 will be, but wave number 39 right here looks doable. Let's say it that way. Looks definitely doable. Let's capture all those rogues without Titanor. I should be alright. I don't see this going wrong. I hope just our Null doesn't get focused down too fast, but he's going very hyperactive again. He's already on half, and he is hyperactive with still 90% health left. Beautiful. Yeah, we got it. We got it. No questions asked. Alright, guys. On to wave number 40. Here we are once again, 2 days in a row. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for the community. I already have my wave 40 achievement. And I'm also doing it for me, for my ego, because yesterday getting beaten at wave 40 was kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we gotta figure out their positioning, their highest threats. Definitely doesn't look so bad yet, because our fighters have backline access right here. There's no tank. We have a free kill on Dualef on all of those 4 guys, which are arguably the most important of their team. Next up on the list would be Scoriox and Blaze Knight, so we gotta take care of the Blaze Knight Omega and the Titan Omega. So on this side, we gotta have a guy in the very back. Our fighters are gonna come right in here. They shouldn't have any trouble. Then we can put our Null right there. He's not going hyperactive here. You can see it on the little yellow arrows on the side. But definitely we need a tank over here. Our rogues are either jumping left or right. We haven't figured that out because our fighters might be enough over here to take down all of those guys slowly. And we can focus with our rogues onto the Blaze Knight and the Scoriox, taking... Ooh, there's also a Phosphorus. And then the Titanor comes in. Alright, we might want to group them all up so they're safe. I don't want my rogues to be annihilated. But taking down the Blaze Knight would be huge. as long as we then can take down the Adorius. Problem here is Titanor is gonna cast over here. Blaze Knight is gonna cast over here. So maybe we need like one of those guys. Yeah, we need Titan over here casting over there, helping our rogues with its cast. And then our Blaze Knight can stay over here. Can't go over here, there's too many rogues. Our rogue, again, they will be a little bit in trouble, right? Because the Umber, this rogue, they're gonna come up here. The Phosphorus is here, the Blaze Knight, and the Scoriox. So maybe I'm sacrificing my rogues right here if Titanor dies too fast. But hopefully those guys will have cleaned this side. The Blaze Knight assists with stuns coming from this side. And I think this is gonna be our positioning. We're gonna check one last time. Blaze Knight cast should hit maybe down here. Not hitting everything, anything. Blaze Knight is gonna be safe. At most, the Vermilia is gonna attack it. That's not a problem. Vermilia is probably gonna go to the Gnarl though. Gnarl is gonna be fine. Those two guys will first, well, they will first either split on Dual F and Gazier. This is a bit weird. To be honest, our fighters should be right here, right? Going straight for that Dual F. But then where do I put my Gnarl? Maybe here. And then they just have my Forest is tanking the Adorius. My Rayleigh is tanking the auto hits of Dual F and C-Forest, which can hit pretty hard. They do magic damage on attack and they can actually hit pretty hard. But we should be alright. Maybe the Phosphorus actually going here, because then his cast pierces through the Dual F onto the C-Forest. Kind of like that. One other consideration would also be bringing one of those guys over here. Just helping out with the backline here. Because arguably those three should be able to do this over here. They're gonna take down the Blaze Knight pretty fast. And then they're gonna move onto the Scoriox, onto the Phosphorus. The question is really, do we need help over here or do we not? Slash in will just feed mana to the Adorius in the end. If we would have to let him jump, it would be right maybe here. Maybe we just put him over here, so then he first the Scoriox and then he kills the C-Forest. Here we gotta plump our units up though, so all of them surely gonna attack Blaze Knight. Blaze Knight needs to die before he keeps stunning us. And then you're gonna start already on the Scoriox. All the main damage is gonna be on the Gnarl and the Titanor. I think we should be good. Alright, let's see it. Dual F insta dies. Blaze Knight is safe. Titanor is getting decent amount of damage. Enemy Blaze Knight will die in a few seconds. There we go. Looking good so far. Nobody's in trouble. Titanor will be the first one to fall, which is a good thing. If your main your main tanks are the first one to die, you did something wrong in positioning. You did something right in positioning. If your tank is the last unit standing, you did something wrong. Here comes the Blaze Knight. Huge stun into all of those guys. Umber definitely the biggest threat right here. Our Ranger looks like he can hold him, but we don't want our Ranger to be the main tank. Gotta take down that Gazier. Gazier is dead. Ranger now onto the next rogue. Here come the Blaze Knight stun to assist us a little bit. Here comes a huge Adorius heal to assist him. Can we take him down already? Thank you. It looks pretty rough. And there you go! Wave 40 without a single checkpoint used. If you want to keep going after wave 40 to 41 and so on, you have to restart from checkpoint. There's a little bug right now, you have to do it again. But that's it, guys, and that's gonna be it for the YouTube video. On stream, we're gonna keep going, see how far we can push it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And that's how you get from 25 to 40. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, please feel free to put my referral code into your profile setting. This is really the only thing I ask. This is all I need from you guys. I know a lot of you have been doing it already and we're doing great. I want to say thank you for that. I appreciate you. I could never tell you how much I appreciate you because this means the world to me. And if you go into your profile right here, account settings, you're going to be able to put my referral code in, which is going to be PAS, P-A-Z. Thank you very much for this. And yeah, I see you in the next one. If you want to see wave 1 to wave 25, which didn't come in this video, I will have it right here in this video, in this stream. You can check out the stream always on YouTube. The stream is going to be, the VOD is going to be live forever. That's it. I'm overwhelmed. This was almost too easy. I'll see you in the next one. See you on stream. Peace out.